Hello. Let's get a message from the Rumi Oracle. I have the pocket edition. That was fast. Sacred Soul Sister. When you are beyond consciousness, the ecstasy of love moves your way. You know something deep in your bones. It doesn't have to make sense. It may be joy, or it may be the realization that a deep inner pain is to be released now so that joy may arise. It may be that something is going to work out beautifully, despite appearances to the contrary. It may be that you are meant to take a certain path. You just know. Here's the artwork. When you are beyond consciousness, the ecstasy of love moves your way. This makes me think when you are present, when you are not actively seeking, deep inner knowing. You know something deep in your bones. It doesn't have to make sense. Intuition over logic. Releasing deep inner pain so that joy, the energy of joy, may arise within you. It may be that something is going to work out beautifully, despite appearance to the contrary. It may be that something is going to work out serendipitously, despite the mind trying to figure things out, trying to guess how certain blessings will manifest. There are so many ways that the universe can delight us. It may be that you are meant to take a certain path. You have your own individual path. And you know this deep within. It's an inner voice. Anything to add? Deep knowing, inner knowing. Number 45, beyond the ordinary. This makes me think of the path that you've chosen for your life. You've chosen to carve your own path. You're not following anyone else's path. That makes you extraordinary. There's a star here. Makes me think of the heart chakra. You've chosen to follow your heart. that already makes you stand out. Uncommon. Beyond the ordinary. Makes me think of supernatural. You may have a unique style. A unique sense of style. A unique way of expressing yourself. You may be creative. Ooh. Artistic. He looks artistic to me. And his eyes are closed. Going within. Visualizing. Connecting to the infinite field of possibilities. Receiving creative ideas, insight from source, and expressing it in his own unique way. The universe wants to express through you. Let it go. Speaking of released in the introductory message, letting go of pain so that joy may arise. 24, let it go. 24 makes me think of, well, 2 plus 4 is 6. Balance. Harmony. And there are hummingbirds here, so music may be significant for you. You may be musical, musically talented. Green heart, heart chakra. Doing something that you love. Yeah, following your heart. And this gift of yours, I'm sure you have many gifts that you are meant to express in this world. Well, there's a string tied around this heart here. Not sure if you can see it. The hummingbirds are holding the ends of this string tied into a bow. Gift, it makes me think of a gift from source. Birds symbolizing spiritual messengers. Hummingbirds, humming. I'm not sure. I think I mentioned music, but you may have a beautiful singing voice. That would be one of your many gifts. Or just a very attractive voice in general. Ooh, beautiful uncaging. Number 14, another heart. The colors make me think of passion, fire, desire, love, of course. The sacral chakra, even the root chakra, seeing the red tones, orange tones, golden tones, solar plexus. Following your heart is the key. Inspiration. This makes me think you're feeling more inspired right now. Your gifts are starting to be uncaged. You're showing up more. Gaining in confidence, enthusiasm. Yeah, seeing the words let it go. Let it go, flying. Uncaging. Something that was at one point maybe caged, felt constricted, blocked, is opening up. Being released and shared into the world. Excuse me. Number 7, a deep breath. I think I mentioned he is closing his eyes, going within. You may meditate. Visualize. Sit in stillness. Center yourself through breath. Seeing this lotus flower, it makes me think, well, you've been through a lot. You've been through the muck. And now you're starting to blossom. The epitome of a beautiful uncaging. Your true self is being released into the world. Let it go also makes me think of carefree, a carefree energy. Maybe you're starting to feel more carefree. Caring less and less about external influences, external opinions. What matters most to you is following your inner knowing. That's deep in your bones. And seeing the deep breath card, you may be feeling more peaceful within. You feel a more noticeable sense of calm within, despite what may be going on in the external world. Maybe you've started releasing external distractions, decluttering, so to speak. Quieting the mind, number 32, similar to this card, a deep breath. More and more, you're relying on your inner knowing, going within, gaining spiritual strength. And I'm seeing all these beautiful colors, making me think of the chakras. And look over here, this column of orbs, making me think of the chakra system. You're being balanced, harmonized from within, energetically. Tall Tale, number 35. I mentioned earlier, I think maybe in regards to a deep breath, you're getting better at listening to your inner knowing, starting to declutter, pull away from external distractions. Listening to your intuition rather than external influences, the inner critic, those limiting beliefs and thoughts that you're starting to notice more and more with a more observer stance. You're the one that is the awareness, the one who notices what's going on inside you. You're very intuitive. I'm looking at this star here on this large top hat. Very intuitive. And seeing this figure sitting on top of the top hat, it makes me think you have a higher perspective now. Your perspective has shifted. Using the wisdom of the Oracle Pocket Divination cards. This card flipped over, Between Worlds. Okay, you may be in the in-between, as they say. Between worlds. The past, the present, and the future. You're in between. You're in the now moment. This is your bright and colorful future. So you've closed out a cycle, beginning a new one. And you're right here at the 0 point where anything is possible, right? Infinite possibilities. Number 3 makes me think of expansion and also creativity. This makes me think with the number 3, expansion. Your world is about to expand in some way. But seeing this bird standing still, it makes me think, yeah, you may be at a standstill right now. A timeout, so to speak. Yeah, makes me think of these 2 cards. Anything to add? Yes, co-create, number 40. You are co-creating a beautiful, inspired life with the universe. And you know this. You have a higher perspective now. You know that you are connected to Source. You know that you are Source in form. Seeing the owl makes me think you're very wise. Very wise. And seeing the egg here, it makes me think, yes, putting it together with the between worlds, you're about to start to write, co-create a new chapter of your life. It may have to do with a creative endeavor. All that glitters. All that glitters isn't gold. I put it with tall tales. But you have a higher perspective. You have more discernment. And you're more authentic and honest with yourself in seeing these masks. You've taken off your own masks. You're showing up as your true self more and more. That's a beautiful uncaging. Uncaging your true self. Unafraid to stand out and be unique. This sense of inner courage, confidence is growing inside you because more and more you're starting to respect yourself. Yin, number 2. That makes me think of how you're in the in-between right now, in a time of stillness. You're in Empress mode, in receiving mode. And also, I mentioned that you're highly intuitive. The number 2 in the Tarot is denoted by the High Priestess. So your energy centers are being balanced, your chakras are being balanced, as is your feminine energy. Oh, and I think I mentioned you're being the observer. You're being more the observer, not getting entangled in the thoughts that you're getting better at noticing. The observer, yep, number 49. Yeah, being the observer, having a higher, more distant perspective. You know you are more. You are more than your thoughts. You are more than your body even. You are an eternal soul having a human experience. 30, tick-tock. Well, that makes me go back to how you may be in a time of stillness right now, in the in-between. This could indicate, well, you may at times be feeling impatient if there isn't a lot of external activity and manifestations of your wishes in terms of results, some type of reward. But it also could indicate momentum is about to pick up. Because in the introductory message, it was saying, It may be that something is going to work out beautifully despite appearances to the contrary. Yeah, it may be that something is going to work out beautifully despite appearances to the contrary. Despite the tall tales that your mind may try to distract you with. Yep, you're in the resting period, 24, time for a nap. Getting balanced from within. There are two foxes now. There was a fox on the observer card and now in the take a nap card. That makes me think of cleverness. You have a sharp mind. Makes me think of discernment. You're better able to discern between the critical inner voice and your inner knowing, your intuition, the nudges of your soul. Beyond the ordinary. To the sea, number 7. That makes me think, yes, you have an extraordinary life. You're living an extraordinary life. You are meant to live an extraordinary life. And seeing the deep water makes me think you are deep. Indeed. Empathetic. Compassionate. Big-hearted. I'm seeing a lot of 7s. There's a 7 here, a 7 on the deep breath card. The 16 here reduces to a 7. You may be seeing triple 7s. Anything to add beyond the ordinary? Here and now, number 5. Well, that makes me think, looking at this image, yes, you're in the in-between right now, between the past and the future. You're right in the middle, the 0 point. Yeah, and look, she's emerging from the egg, and we saw another egg here on the co-create card. Something, okay. Something beyond the ordinary will be birthed through you. And it may occur during this time of stillness, right? Because you're more receptive. You're nurturing your feminine energy, learning to receive. You're more mindful, learning to be more present in the present moment. But yes, now that you're feeling more inner peace, and you're nurturing your feminine energy, You're more receptive to receive. More here and now. Flexible, remaining flexible. Being open-minded, number 19. That makes me think, yes. Being open to multiple possibilities that may be beyond what your logical mind may come up with, which is why there's a strong message of going within, right? Being in stillness so that you can receive guidance from Source. Beautiful uncaging. Message in a bottle, number 15. Okay. A message. Is it a message from Source? Inspiration. Some sort of information. Inspiration. Okay, I said information, so we'll leave it in there. Information, inspiration. And I think this is connected to what I was saying about when I was clarifying beyond the ordinary, being flexible to receive other possibilities beyond what the logical mind can come up with. So maybe it's some sort of inspiration, a creative idea. Okay. Three of Swords. Oh my. Makes me think of vulnerability. Three of Swords. Yeah. That makes me think, okay, look at this. Magician. Makes me think of the co-create card, right? You're co-creating a magical, beyond the ordinary life with the universe. But this makes me think in terms of maybe a creative endeavor. May have to do with I did mention you're becoming more authentic and true to yourself. And seeing this three of Swords card, it makes me think of vulnerability. Being authentic, right? Being authentic. Unafraid. A beautiful uncaging. Unafraid. Let it go, yeah. Unafraid. To express yourself as yourself. To express your vulnerability through your art. Yeah, let it go. Showing your true self. Opening up your heart. Being vulnerable enough to show your heart. Express it in a creative way. Message in a bottle. Okay, I'm seeing. Okay, maybe you are a writer. Or you use your words creatively somehow that expresses your uniqueness. Okay, let's stop here. 6 of Wands. How beautiful. You're creating something beautiful. Unafraid of being vulnerable. That makes me think that is your magic. Yeah. Looking at this card here on the heart. Yeah, that is the key. Showing your heart. Beautiful. Creating through your heart. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you. Take care.